This is Nutty Rock Chick, and this is kind of a rant-esque sort of thing, because I don't know whether any of you guys noticed, but little dickweed troll decided to leave a comment on my last video saying I was ROH Styles in a wig. Hate to tell you, honey, but I am most definitely a girl, and you know what? If you can't handle a woman who's actually got curves, then that's your loss. So, this is far better than you will ever get your hands on. And I just wanted to make that point. Because you know what? In one way, thanks. Because you know what? ROH Styles knows his stuff, and he may not be the most entertaining dude in the world, but he knows his shit. And if you're going to class me in that group, then that's cool by me. Okay, so, back to the wonderful world of wrestling. I actually just watched NXT and ROH. I just wanted to make some comments about NXT, because before I watched it, I actually watched Doc Pepper's comments, because he went to NXT and SmackDown tapings. If you don't want the spoilers, SmackDown, avoid the second video, but watch the first bit of the part one, because he goes through all the signs that he bought with him. And the most entertaining part of watching NXT was watching out for Doc Pepper signs. It was really funny. I actually proper marked out the first time I saw "Goddamn You Cole." I was like, yay! Oh, it was really good fun. It's probably the most entertaining part of watching the entire episode. Everyone was dissing the whole AJ thing. I actually really like her. If she wants to come around and play video games with me and watch action movies and eat pizza, that's fine by me. Bring it on, girl. I think she's brilliant. She just makes me smile. The fact that she's actually a fan. I mean, they were playing like the entrance music, and like all of us who actually do those quizzes on blog TVs, you know who you are, guys. We're all going, yep. And it was nice. It was a nice little thing, and they were like going, "Oh, she's such a geek. She's got no life." But she feels like one of us, and I like that. I like the idea of having a girl diva who feels like one of us, because she's little and she's cute and she's really bouncy, which I quite like. But she's tiny. She's like teeny tiny. But she's really cute and really fun. And I quite like the whole girl next door thing, which I didn't really think I would, but I do. I actually really like it. I don't really mind the whole Caitlyn Ziggler thing. That's alright. It's something to watch, I suppose. But I actually thought Goldust proposing was really cute. I'm probably the only person in the world, but I actually thought it was really cute. It was like, aww. So sweet. She's going to get deported and he wants to save her. Not the most romantic storyline in the world, but hey, if he wants to come in as a White Knight and rescue her, why not? Right, so ROH on HDNet. Okie dokie. Right, I've got a few little things that I just wanted to talk about. I'm not going to go through match by match, because, to be honest, it's not really my style. To me, ROH and HDNet has really good matches, and we know that. But what a lot of people don't talk about is the fact that ROH actually has some quite interesting storylines and some quite interesting story progressions. Obviously, they do amazing pay-per-views. And I actually saw on Bill and Doug's video, Doug made the comment about there only being 4 ROH pay-per-views a year. WWE at its best had 4 pay-per-views a year. Just saying. Which would you rather have? 4 amazing pay-per-views or 12 shitty ones? Let's be fair, I think ROH are on the better end of that scale. Things that occurred to me while I was watching this. Really love the whole way they're playing with the American Wolves ditching Shane Hagedorn, so that we get American Wolves versus Kings of Wrestling, and 2 thumbs up for that. Love Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards as the American Wolves. Really think they're an amazing tag team. It's one of the things I like most about ROH, is the tag team division, because I am a real tag team nut. I love tag teams. I have done since I was like little watching. So yeah, really like that. I like the way they're playing with the whole, yeah, we're good enough that we don't actually need you anymore. You can go play with the Kings of Wrestling, and we're going to take over. Like that a lot. Okay, so also really like, on the whole tag team vein, the fact that I know this has probably got something to do with the fact that Austin Aries is probably going to be disappearing relatively soon, but I really like the evolution of the All Night Express, because their original sort of thing was they were trying to sell sex, and it was kind of tacky and cheap and not particularly good. And now they're kicking ass instead, and actually far more attractive kicking ass. Hate to say it, would much rather have Rhett Titus's room key when he's kicking ass than when he's giving it out to every hoe in the building. Gotta be said. What else have we got? Oh yes, the one blah on this episode. I really love, with a capital L and lots of kisses, the whole El Generico Steen feud. I think it's amazing. This is what feuds should be. This is everything feuds used to be in the WWE. It's built up properly. They don't have too many one-on-one matches, and when they do, the matches are amazing. The whole pick your poison thing, I love. I said when I watched the previous weeks, I was sat there watching it and going, wouldn't it be funny if he put Steen against Carino? And they actually did it, which I kind of liked. But then they pulled this whole Steen quitting because he didn't want to fight Steve Carino. And I'm like, it's kind of Russo booking, which I don't really like, because ROH is usually really good with their storylines, because we know that they're booked in a match, a final battle, for either Steen's going to leave or Generico's going to lose his mask. So why have Steen quit on HDNet? That makes no sense to me. That's like, that doesn't gel. I don't like that. I find that kind of, especially with how well this feud has been progressing. I would have had no problem if they'd have sort of like threatened it, but he actually sort of said, I quit, and walked out. So it's sort of like, well, if they're going to do that and then do a lose town fight, then that doesn't really make sense. So I wasn't too keen on that bit. Christopher Daniels versus Roderick Strong. Loving that. I'm a big Christopher Daniels fan, as most of you know. I have a real thing about him. I would stroke the back of his head. I know, strange girl. But yeah, really enjoyed their match. Good match. You could, in my mind, you could put that on a WWE pay-per-view or a TNA pay-per-view, and it wouldn't look out of place. It was a good match. And it didn't have the over-the-top indie thing, which they do sometimes. It had good psychology. It had some selling. It had some backwards and forwards. It wasn't overly false finish, which some of them can be. I really genuinely enjoyed this match. I'm looking forward to next week on HDNet. So that was my ROH thoughts. You've had my little rant, NXT and ROH. So I think that's me done for this little vid set. Leave your comments down below, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.